Okay, we are live. So, hello, Alonzo. Could you thank you for
Alfonso.
being on? Alfonso, excuse me.
No,
Sorry.
you good.
Thank you for being on Let's Talk To podcast. I really appreciate you being on. So, could you tell the audience a little bit about yourself?
Thank you for having me. Yeah, my name's Alphonso Settles. I'm an actor, a model, a father. Uh, I'm just here trying to, continue to carve out my niche and make my mark in the industry, and just try to take it to the top as far as I can go.
And that's all we can do. And
hmm
again, I want to thank you again. So, acting.
hmm
Let's go back. I don't know. I want you to tell us how long you've been acting and what made you get into acting.
I started like 2016, 17. It started for me with the modeling scene, and that quickly transitioned into me landing my first role in a film called Ovid and the Art of Love. That's with the great John Savage. We had Cordon Bleu from High School Musical, and from there I just kind of got bit with the acting bug, and I just been rocking it out ever since. I think I'm like 7, 8 years in the game now.
Oh, okay. Acting. You said model and acting. So
hmm
what do you I know everybody got their own pick. What do you love to do? Is it the modeling? Is it acting? What do
No,
you
acting.
love?
Acting is my passion for sure. I mean, modeling is cool, but it's very, very time consuming.
Mm-hmm.
And I've just been blessed now that my schedule is so booked, and I'm so busy that I just don't have time to be at the rehearsals and for with the modeling stuff. And it's just, acting has dominated my schedule, and I really love it more so. So,
That's good. You're a good
mm,
actor too. I just want to throw that out there to you.
thank
I
you,
seen you.
thank you.
So acting. What made you get started and wanted to like shift from modeling to acting? You just said because of the time it's consuming and stuff, and you enjoy acting.
hmm What
What else do you enjoy doing besides acting?
I mean, besides the acting, I'm a family man. I have a daughter. I have a
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. I have a family, and really, really just that. I'm kind of a homebody. I don't really go out much. I get out from
Ah,
time to time, and you know, might I might date the woman that I'm with, but other than that, I don't really go out, man. I'm kind of aloof when it comes to that. So very seldom will you see me out and about. So when I'm not acting, I'm in the gym. I'm working out, trying to keep my body up and just trying to really just stay out of trouble and stay out the way, because when I'm out, man, people, they tend to recognize me often, and you know, I just try to stay out of trouble.
yeah, and that's the only thing to do by staying home.
Yes,
Staying
yes, I'm
home keep
home.
you out of a lot of trouble. So,
hmm
acting. Did you have to go to acting school, or is it just something you picked up so easy you ain't even had to go to school for?
No, it wasn't that. So when I used to work for this company, and they got me my first opportunity in the acting and the modeling realm. So while I was acting and doing different things, I was still modeling. I still was doing the print ads, the runway shows, the walkways, and all that. But I just kind of, the more the acting picked up, it just took away from the modeling side. So for
Mm-hmm.
me, when I started it, it was like okay, and then once I started realizing that this is something that I want to really do and take serious, then I started taking some classes,
Oh,
and some different workshops, and just really trying to hone the craft at that point, sharpen up the tool.
okay. So was it hard for you at first? Was it like a hard way to go?
I
Besides
won't say,
modeling.
yeah, I won't say that it was hard. It was more so I was coming into something new, and I
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't know what to expect, and I didn't know how to go about it. But I just followed my heart and what I thought was right. And like I said, I took the classes and I studied, and I really take the craft serious. And
Mm-hmm.
and, and like I said, 7, 8 years later, here we are.
Congratulations to that.
Thank
And
you.
learning your lines. How difficult
hmm
when I know you got to pack down now, but how
hmm
difficult at first when you first started, like to learn the lines? What you had to do to learn your lines?
I mean, for me, I think every actor has a different process, and when it comes down to breaking down the script and learning the lines. But for me personally, I just read the story. You have to read the entire story from front to back. Even if you have just a small part, you need to know why your character says and does the things that they do. Because if you don't, you may not deliver your lines correctly if you don't know why you're saying what you're saying. Um, you know, I give you an example. Like, if my line is, I'm going to the store today because I want to go see what's going on, and I say it
Hmm.
just like that because I didn't read the story. I don't know the context of what I'm saying.
Right.
But the real reason, if I had read the story, I would know that I'm going to the store to see what's going on because my fiance went to this store and she almost got attacked and raped around the corner in the alley with some
Hmm.
guys drug her out. So now that I read the story and I know that, now the way I deliver that line is different. Yeah, yeah, I'm about
Right.
to go to the store so I can see what's going on. Because now I know why I'm going and what happened. You see how it changed the context of what you're saying. So it's very important to know the story and to read it. And me personally, I'll read it 2 to 3 times. Then once I read the story and know it, then I start breaking down my scenes, scene by scene, and just kind of get with the producers, get with the directors, and say, hey, why does Josh say what he says? Why did he do this in this particular scene? Why did he say that? Why did once you know the why behind what you're doing and you kind of get that line of communication going with the production team, then it makes your job as an actor a little bit easier.
Oh, okay. Now, do you just act? Do you produce, direct, or are you going to start getting into that?
I'm just now starting to get into my producer bag and directing. So I got some things that I'm working on as we speak. So you're gonna start seeing some films with with my name in the credits for the producer.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Because I heard that you should know every aspect of what you do. Like
Hmm.
if you're an actor, you should know how to act. If you want producer, director, you should know everything.
I mean, yeah, but my thing is this: you have to, me personally, my thought process on that is you want to know all the aspects of what you're doing, but for me personally as an actor, I want to get as good as I can get in front of the camera before I start stepping behind it, you
Mm,
know.
right.
And again, for other people that do it differently, that's not a knock against them, but that's just my personal opinion. Like I'll give you an example. Regina King, she produced I forget the name of this movie. It's a country western. A lot of black actors. Idris Elba was in it.
Oh,
Lee
I know what you're
Majors from
talking
Creed.
about. Yeah.
Right. So that was her very first time directing, producing a film.
Hmm.
Regina King been acting since she
She
was
did
a
a good,
kid
and she did a good job.
and did a great job. But I said
Hmm.
all that to say she been acting her entire life. We saw her as a child on 227, and she just now, at 50 something years old, just now
uh,
directing and producing. So
hmm.
a lot goes into what we do. So I want to master being an actor, if you can even do that, because you can always learn. But I want to get as good as I can get before I start trying to dive into other aspects of it. I'm dipping and dabbling here and there, but my primary goal and focus is acting in front of the camera.
Now, I want to talk about one of your movies, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Help. He played me. That was the first time I seen it. I seen it like 2 times now, but when I
Mhm.
first seen it, and I seen you, and I seen the characters, the lady characters, and all that. It was a good movie. Help
Thank
me
you.
too. Now y'all have it out on part two.
Yeah.
What made you? Because a lot of people who do part ones don't really go back and do the part two. What made
Hmm.
you take your interest in doing part two, being a part of part two?
Um, well, for me, because the success of part one did extremely good,
Yes,
for
good
being
movie.
an indie film. It set records, broke records, that made all types of money. It just did what it needed to do and some. So sometimes when a movie is that successful, you have to come back with a part two.
Hmm.
But the trick is when you come back with a part two, everything has to make sense from the storylines to contracts, money. I mean, everything just got to line up, when you're coming back
Hmm.
for a sequel. So we felt like part one was good enough, exceeded expectations to come back with it too.
Hmm. That was a good movie. That's good.
Yeah,
So let me ask you a question. How many movies have you done?
I don't really know. Somebody just asked me this the other day. I think my IMDb, I got about 40 plus at this
And
point.
you know what? Because a lot of people, I'm a writer too. I write books, and a lot of
Mhm.
people ask me how many books. And I don't want to sound harsh, but
Hmm.
sometimes you forget because
Yeah,
I think once they go past 10, you be like, I don't even realize. But some people think that you trying to act funny and say it, be smart
yeah,
about it.
yeah, yeah.
But
No,
sometimes you
never.
really don't know. You don't remember.
Yeah. I used to keep up with the number. I think once I got
Yeah.
to like 25, I just stopped counting, you know.
Yeah, and that's what you do. You just got, but you. So, do you have a best movie you filmed in? I know you have.
To
I know
I've
you
done a
do.
my to me my best film that I liked the most was He Played Me One.
Oh,
Um,
for real?
yeah, one
That
was
was
good.
good.
I liked Cutthroat was good. I
Oh
felt
yeah,
like
Cutthroat. Yeah, Cutthroat.
um, I enjoyed Chasing the Ghost.
Chasing the
Um,
Coast.
Chasing the Ghost was a good one. I played a pastor. I had fun with that. But really, all the films, recently that I've done, I've enjoyed them, and I've been blessed now to where I've become very selective in
Mm-hmm.
roles that I take. Unfortunately, I have turned down a lot of work,
Mm.
for various different reasons. Whether if I didn't like the script or it was the contract issue. Everybody, you have your personal reasons why you
Right.
will and won't do stuff, but I'm just very selective now because I know I have to be. When I first started, and I think we all kind of fall into that. You just want to be in a movie, so you just try to get as many lined up as you can. But I learned that now that's not really the best thing. You get the experience, you get the work, but you have to be selective in what you do. But I think before you can become that, you have to reach a certain level of success before you can start picking and choosing.
Oh yeah, I heard a lot of actors say that too.
Yeah.
Because at first you just and some people see the money at first.
Hmm.
Like you see the money, then you just take anything. But then as you get wise and grow up, you start to be selective, like you said.
Right.
That's what you start
You got
thinking
to
about.
be.
So you turned down a lot of movies. Do you
Hmm.
regret ever turning down at least one movie that you could have starred in?
No, I haven't seen anything to where I'm regretful because like I said, when I turn down a film, it could be for a number of different reasons. Sometimes I'm just overbooked and I might really want
Mm-hmm.
to do it, but I can't, so I have to turn it down.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I might want to do it, but maybe the contracts is not structured the right way, the money is
Mm-hmm.
not right,
Mm-hmm.
uh, the timing. It's just a plethora of reasons why I would turn down a film. But I've
Mm-hmm.
had to turn down several in the past, and looking back, they still went on to do good, in my opinion. So I'm not regretful of anything that I didn't do at this point.
So how do you get ready for a character? Like you said, you played the priest. How do you
Hmm.
get ready for that?
For me, when I'm developing a character again, that's why I communicate with production, directors, producers, and say, get the backstory of this character and of the film it within itself and see what makes this character tick. From that
Mm.
point, I do a lot of studying of movies that are going to be similar to the role that I'm
Mm-hmm.
playing. Like example, when I did He Played Me, Ja, to be honest, was a mixture of Ike Turner from What's
Mm.
Love Got to Do with It, and it was a mixture of the guy who played in A Fall from Grace, the guy that she was dating.
Oh yes,
I
yes,
can't call
yes.
his name. I'm bad with his name right now, but he's a talented actor. But Ja was a blend of those two characters, and then I wanted to just put my own spin on it. So, it's a little piece of Alfonso within Ja to give the character its own soul, and
Mm.
then we brought it to life.
Mm. One part in he played me. The part one I didn't like. When I liked it, but when you was cheating on your wife,
Hmm.
you you was cheating on your wife. You went to, I guess, your mistress' house, and she was asking you questions. Then you good up. You was like, "I'm out of here." And you put your pants on. And you got out.
Right.
I was like, "Oh no, he didn't. No, he didn't." So I was like, "No, do you like take your acting?" Because I heard like some actors can go home and keep their characters when they go to their real life. Have you ever done any of that? Like take your characters with you home? You can hear me now? I'm on. Let me see. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, your mic was on mute.
Okay.
But let me ask you a question. Do you ever take your character home with you?
No, no, no.
Never,
Um,
not one.
never, not
Not
one.
one time.
The only time I had an issue with getting out of a character, I don't know if you ever saw this film I did a few years ago. It was called Deceitful Passions, and there was a character. I was actually my first lead role, and I played a character named Seth. And there was a scene in Deceitful Passions where I found out that my female best friend, quote unquote, was killed while I was in jail. And
Mm-hmm.
the people that was telling me what happened were under the impression that I already knew, and I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
So when I found out, in the scene, I broke down and started crying and charged out the door. And then that was the end of that scene for me. But emotionally, because I knew that scene was coming, I spent
Mm-hmm.
about a week, for me, about a week in a dark place to be able to
Wow.
pull that emotion right on cue. So
Mm.
when we wrapped the film for about maybe 2 days or so, almost three, I kind of was still in that same dark place that I had been all week, just to try
Mm.
to pull that one emotion for that particular scene.
Oh wow.
And it's
So
called
that must
Deceitful
have.
Passions. It's on I think it's still on Tubi, yeah.
I'm gonna look that up, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at it. So you that's kind of crazy because did you have to get help pulling yourself out of that moment?
No, not really. It just was more so just coming out of a sad space and just trying to find happy things to do and just get back to who Alfonso is. But that's really the only time that I've been in a character that was hard to get out of. But Jai, I mean, to be honest, I won't even lie to you. It's much fun as I had playing Jai. It was almost easy for me
Hmm.
doing that because I just enjoyed it. I loved it, so it was easy for me.
Now, when you do your movies, a lot of actors have to travel. How do you feel about traveling to different places and leaving your family behind?
I mean, I
How do
travel
you?
all the time. I'm on the plane almost every other month, man. I mean, I'm used to it. They get it. When I have to pack up and leave, they know where I'm going, and why, and what I got to
Mm-hmm.
do. So, my thing is, let's get out here, let's get it done, so I can get back. You know,
Right.
and then
Right. I
if the next
understand.
project is the same thing, then it's the same thing. So, I'm used to it. They used to it, so they understand. They know. They
you
know I'm coming back.
you're an actor. You
Yeah.
got to travel, right?
Yes.
So what
Yeah.
you traveling and you missing your family, you traveling a lot. Do you have any upcoming new movies you working on that we got to look out for? What's
Yeah, man,
coming?
I got a slew of films that I filmed last year in 23 that still haven't dropped yet. I have absolutely, obviously, I have no control of that, but I got some stuff getting ready to come. It's a film uh, that I did last year called Kingsman that's going to be dropping soon. Hopefully,
Kingsman.
I shot that out of Dallas, I believe, and there's talks of trying to spin that off into a series. So I'm looking
Mm.
forward to that. I did another one called Deliveries from Eva. Uh, I think that's going to be pretty good. It's kind of a new age version of Misery from back in the day, but
Oh,
instead of the
okay.
guy being an author, he's a famous R&B singer.
Oh,
So that
okay.
I had a lot of fun with that. I got another one that's getting ready to come out March 22nd. It's going to premiere here in Detroit. It's called A Girl in the Wall, where I play a special FBI special agent Tate, and
Mm.
we actually looking to spin that off and go into movies in the series with that as well, man. And I got a slew of other stuff that I'm getting ready to start filming that we haven't even shot yet, and I'm just working, man. Sometimes they come so quick, I be and forgot what it was that I supposed to do, but
Uh-huh.
it's a blessing. So I got a ton of things lined up coming from last year and lined up for this year.
And that's good. And before I let you go, I would like
Mhm.
to for you to give like inspiration thought out to the ladies and the men that's listening to us. Something positive that they can take on, and let them know where they can watch your movies at.
All right, well, I just want to say because right now, in Detroit, we have been blessed to have a huge spotlight on us for the film.
Mm-hmm.
And the game right now is as wide open as I've ever seen it. Period. Since I started. So a lot of people are getting into this because they see this as a quick check. They see this as an opportunity to become TUBI famous, quote unquote.
Mm,
And I just want to say this: if you are trying to act, it has to come from here. It has to come from a genuine place, because if you're doing it for a quick check, making a ton of money, I'm gonna tell you right now, we don't make that,
mm,
especially not right off the bat. And then even the ones who are more established, it's still hard for us to get our money. So the grass might be all green on the other side, but we not Denzel Washington. We not making millions and millions of dollars per movie. We do
not
okay
yet.
depending on who you are. Right, not yet, but we not there yet. So
Mm,
I'm saying that to say that if you're trying to act and get into this entertainment realm, let it be because that's what you really love to do, and that's what's in your heart. Don't do it because, oh, he made it look easy. Well, I've been doing this for the last 8 years. I've taken
mm,
classes, I studied. This is just kind of what I do. So if I make it look easy, thank you. I appreciate that. But this came with a lot of practice and
mm,
being told no, and I still get rejected for big name TV shows that I can't even speak on, or movies.
mm,
But it's only a matter of time before that changes. But if this is what you want to do it from the heart. If you're doing it for any other reason, then this might not be the industry for you.
mm.
And as far as where you can find my films, man, I got films, on Tubi. I got films on Peacock. I got stuff on it's so many different platforms out here. I got Amazon Prime. I got stuff on a
Mhm.
multitude of different platforms, but of course, Tubi is the most popular at the moment, so you can
Yes.
find a lot of my work there. So I'm not a
Oh.
Tubi actor. I'm just an actor with a lot of work on Tubi.
You have to clear that up. I'm not a Tubi actor.
Right.
So I want to thank you so much for taking time out your busy schedule to come on Let's Talk to podcast, and much success. And
Thank
we
you.
will be looking at your movies on Tubi. Trust
Thank
me.
you. I
Trust
appreciate
me.
that. Thank you for having me.
And thank you so much. Enjoy your evening, and keep doing what you're doing. Just
Yes,
keep
ma'am.
doing it.
I definitely will.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
You too. Bye.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye. Yeah, that was Alphonso Settles from Tubi. If y'all don't see his movie, go look him up and get his movie right now. Watch his movies on Tubi. Like he says, a lot of platforms, his movie. He's a good actor. So y'all do what y'all got to do and take the time out and go see his movie. Okay? Thank y'all so much for tuning in to Let's Talk To podcast. And I'll talk to y'all Saturday when I have who on my show? LaQuisha Malone will be on my show Saturday. And I'll see y'all Saturdays. So bye now. Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Let's Talk To podcast with author Charnel Williams. Tune in next time every Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget to live, laugh, and love.